Mostly what we have around in Atlanta is AMC's. There are some theaters that let you bring in your own food, where they used to be in certain malls, but then they stopped doing that because AMC was like, nah. Unless you go to those places like Studio Grill or something like that. But I was at the mall with my sisters, and we had got something to eat. And the plan was go to the mall, go to the movies afterwards. Mm-hmm. This was at a time where I must have had a job. I don't know if they had a job, but they were particular, or they were getting money some way.
Probably your
parents.
This
makes them sound like drug dealers.
Probably your parents, maybe.
That doesn't sound right, because we never got
allowances.
We never got that. You would think.
I feel like somebody was like, Mom, I need $5 for whatever, and they only spend $2, and they just know how to save it.
Yeah, but here's the thing. They were acting like it was their own money. So it might have been from a birthday or something, and they're like, oh, I gotta... It's like, how much is it? Because, when they go into the food court, I'm not too sure about...
Like, what can I afford?
Yeah, what can I afford? I gotta save this for... Also, we gotta go to the movies, like...
Right.
So we got food, and we got drinks or something like that. Or it was... I think it was a giant drink or whatever. And they're really particular. Like, if they pay for it, they're going to eat it / drink it. Okay. Because they spent all their money on that. I've seen moments where my sister had Dippin' Dots and dropped one. It looked like she was about to fall apart. Like,
but Dippin' Dots are the same because that's expensive.
They're very expensive.
What else is expensive?
Like, ooh, it's just like,
it's like 50 cents every dot.
Yes.
Just in case y'all don't know what Dippin' Dots is, that's an ice cream out here. And
I think it's pretty much everywhere.
They're not as widely spread.
Good job.
As they used to be. Because remember, you could see Dippin' Dots
all the time.
everywhere.
Yeah, I haven't seen them forever.
They realized they were really expensive.
In case people don't know, Dippin' Dots are small balls
of ice cream
in different multifaceted flavors.
Of joy and unicorns.
Oh, they were delicious.
God.
But they were tiny, and they put them in a small cup and charge you so much. Just the smallest cup.
It was like $5.
Like $5 for Thumbelina's cup. And you had to just and just and sometimes it's stuck, so you're pushing harder, and then when you do that, something falls on. And then I'm sure the person behind, like, who's working at Dippin' Dots is laughing at you and snickering, like, ha ha ha, I eat these all day. Like, it's... But anyway,
right.
They paid for something, and they had food, but they still had their drinks left. I know this movie theater, I always go in the mindset, movie theaters are not going to let you in with anything. Right. So I finished all my stuff.
Unless you sneak that thing up in there.
It's a giant cup. There's no way you're sneaking that inside.
No, person.
No, that's
you gotta hold
giant,
it just right.
Yeah, hold it. And don't move. If I was working at a movie theater, I would smack everybody on the side, like on their purse and stuff. Right. You have fun at that. Just have fun in the movie theater.
Right here,
chips crumble. I'm like, what's up? I would hug everybody. What's that noise? Let's check inside this.
Right. You just see liquid falling. The bottom of the purse, all the ice, everything's just spilled.
I would love to do that. So we're going up to the line, and my sisters realize that they still have their drinks, but they're saying, I'm not throwing this away. So these two geniuses come up with the idea, they're trying to figure out how we're going to get our drinks over this line past this person. How this movie theater is set up is that you walk in the front door and you buy your tickets there. The first thing you come up to is the ticket booth. Then you walk behind that, and then they tear your tickets at the black ropes that, behind the black ropes, that's where you get to the movies.
Before you get to the concession stand.
Before you get to the concession stand. I'm not sure if all movie theaters are set up this way. And then they have giant cutout cardboards of features of movies coming out soon and all this other stuff around that. They thought to themselves, how will we get our drinks on the other side? So they decided they would put their drinks beside the, now they're in regular, like, how to explain? Yeah, they're in cups. They're not in soda bottles or anything like that.
Okay.
So they placed them beside one of the giant, just cut out cardboards of this new movie's coming out next year or whatever.
This is before you even get to the black thing.
We got to the ropes.
Okay.
And the things are right there.
This must have been midday. Did no one see you?
I don't know what day it was, but it was a lot of people. And the person was turned, and they told me, like, turn around so we can hide behind your back. And we can place them here. So I was just like, whatever. So right. I was like, I guess you
not like y'all all tiny, though.
Yeah, we're not.
Like, the just sisters could fit behind you, though.
Yeah, they probably could. So they put the drinks next to this cutout poster or a display of whatever this is. And then they tear the tickets. They say, we're going to put them here. We're going to come back around, and then we'll grab the drinks. So they get their tickets torn. They come in, but then as they're about to get their drinks, the security guard walks by. So they just keep walking.
You just walk right past.
They just walk past the drink.
Like, you want to turn left, but you got to keep straight.
Yes. So somehow they keep walking, and I'm standing there, and I'm about to go to concessions, or I'm just standing in front of concessions. Then they come back, and they're about to pick up their drinks. And then the guard walks by again, or they get freaked out. I can't remember what happens, but they're just like, oh my gosh. And then they drop them, and they take off running.
The drinks!
The drinks burst onto the carpet.
Oh my God.
And I bust out laughing. Because I can't believe these two girls, it looks like something out of a cartoon comic book. Like dust was left as they took off in fear, as if they were going to get arrested for sneaking in drinks.
Like, oh no.
And, oh no, here it goes. Oh, it's just gone.
It.
And then, I guess they picked them up high enough, or they were already to their mouths, because you can drop, if you drop a drink close to the ground, it doesn't just burst.
Right.
This thing just all over the carpet.
All she wrote.
So they go away. I think we go to the movies or something, or we come out for a bathroom break or something like that. I think we go to the movies. As we come out, some worker is cleaning up the spilled drink that they left there. So I apologize to AMC for that horrible moment.
Your sisters are horrible.
So funny.
And action. Sir! I don't think I'm gonna make it. Don't quit on me, Private! Private!
Welcome to the Real and Real Podcast. My name is David, and I'm here with my awesome-rific co-host, Eve.
Looking like Erykah Badu today. I got a little dude.
If you know who that is!
Right.
Here on the Real and Real Pod, we take a concept or character from a movie and ask the question, what if it or they were in the real world? We write those questions on a piece of paper, put them in Eve's Rubik's Cube purse, and Eve picks one out. We take 5 minutes to come up with 5 points each, and then we discuss. Eve, how about you pick something out of your Rubik's Cube purse?
What if food was sentient?
Okay, for those who don't know, sentient is a inanimate object with conscious thoughts and can talk and is alive, like Toy Story.
So let's simplify this question. What
this-
if food was real, like humans?
What do you mean? That doesn't
Like
make
real,
sense.
like
It is
really
real.
alive.
What do you mean? What if food could talk?
What if food could talk and had feelings?
Oops.
Eating children! They're just children!
Have you seen Sausage Party?
I have seen Sausage Party.
I have not seen Sausage Party because of the drama with the animators and how they weren't paying them, or there's rumors of this.
What?
Yes, because if you look at the budget is tiny.
Oh, if you look at the movie is,
Yeah, but it looks like
it's very well. I would
it's
say
it looks like some animated Pixar,
Yeah.
and that's 150 plus at least.
And the rumors are that the animators didn't get paid. There's
Yes,
no way.
or they
the
would
animators-
threaten them and they would fire them if they tried to. Hold on, I'm gonna look up the budget.
the specs on it.
Sausage. Okay, the budget was $19 million.
$19 million for this
million.
movie.
Ice Age,
Mm-hmm.
the budget was $105 million. Okay, how in the world
Is this movie?
this movie $19 million? This movie should have costed a lot more. That's why the rumors seem real. Where in Hollywood, there's some hearsay. She says this, he says that. Da 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 da. This thing costed $19 million. I believe that somebody didn't get paid.
I hope. Oh goodness, how much did they bring in?
It brought in $113.6 million.
113, and it cost 90. To make.
19.
19. Oh, 19.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know why you said. I thought you said 90.
No, 19. Like, it should have been a lot more than that. 90 at least would have been better. It's still not enough, but whatever. Okay, now we're going to take our 5 minutes and come up with our 5 points. Eve, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, in 3, 2, 1, go.
See, this might be difficult for you because you didn't see the movie. What's that do with anything? I'm just saying, because there's so much more when you think about just the levels they go to in the movie. It's like, wow, I never thought about that, but that's real.
Hey, if the points in the real world is all that count. I don't need the movie's help. I got my own.
It helps me.
Good for you. It's cheating technically. You know what's funny is that we said what if food could talk?
Uh-huh.
That means animals can't, but once they get turned into food, they can talk.
Wait, you said what?
We said food could talk. What if
Right.
food could talk?
Right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So once animals can't talk,
Mm-hmm.
but once they get killed and then turned into like a steak on your plate, it can then talk.
Oh, that'd be funny. Sock 'em boppers.
Sock 'em boppers. You sock 'em once and you bop 'em
Something
twice.
like that.
Sock 'em boppers.
That's all I know.
More fun than a pillow fight.
Oh, yeah.
Blow 'em up, put your hands inside, get ready to have the time of your life. Sock 'em boppers.
Why? What?
And we're back, and the question was, what if food was sentient / what if food could basically talk and was alive? Ladies first.
Okay, so first point, I feel like people would be healthier. If
I like that point.
Yeah.
Okay.
people
okay.
would be healthier because you could actually sit there. All right, bag of chips, talk to me. what we talking about here? And of course, the chips would respond. Well, I mean, you got about. They could tell you how many is in the bag of chips.
So the chips are informative about
Every-
eating
every-
them?
They know what's going on inside of them. They're like, well, yeah, I mean, we're pretty fatty, but I got my homeboy over there, sweet potato chips. He's a little less fatty than me, if you
So
want.
they're okay with you eating them?
Yes, they're okay with being eaten, and they allow you to talk to them to really, gauge what you aren't going to buy. They let you know, their own calorie count. They be like, okay, see, I know the bag says this much, but this is really what it should be because they're
So
lying to you.
actually they wouldn't print that on the back of the bag since they're telling you how they really are.
Well,
Because now the
see-
companies know the companies won't print out what the food's going to tell them unless
Well, see, that's food regulation. They have to print it on the bag.
but not if the food's going to tell you
But
unless
that's
the
not
food's a liar.
law. They can't do that. Part of food regulation, to put the food out, you actually have. To have food on shelves, whatever the right terminology is, y'all let me know. But you have to have like the ingredients, like certain calorie counts,
We didn't
sugars,
have
all
no
that.
gluten on everything for a while, and all of a sudden people found out what gluten was, and now it's on every bag. So I don't think
They're
it's a
like-
requirement for everything.
Not for everything, not for every ingredient, but majority, the big stuff will go with.
Okay,
the big
cool.
stuff has to be
The
printed
sugar,
on there.
glucose,
Yeah,
stuff like
it
that.
has to be printed on the bag.
Gotcha,
but
gotcha.
for that real, they can tell you like, oh, this is how I was made. No, you know how that in my bottle says that I was watered, like tomatoes. I was, what is it, water peeled, steam
I
peeled?
don't eat tomatoes, so I have no idea. I don't like them.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm okay with it.
Chickens. We can have like some chickens. Chicken legs. Chicken legs can talk. Chicken legs let you
Chicken,
know.
the legs can
The
talk.
legs-
Well, it is food, I guess.
It's food.
I guess. So now you can chop up a chicken and get different pieces of the chicken
Right.
talking.
They can let you know, oh no, I was not grass fed. No, they tortured me.
Well, no, the chicken head would tell you that. The chicken legs, they'll be fine. It doesn't matter
Well, no,
because the grass
chicken-
isn't going to their feet.
Well, no, the chickens are like the like in Sausage Party. The sausages talked.
No, I got that part.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. But even though a chicken's not grass fed,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't affect the feet at all. Like you don't care if a chicken is grass fed if you're just getting the feet. If you're
Oh,
getting
this is true.
the stomach or whatever affects the grass fed chicken.
grass-fed.
Yeah, you would care about that
I feel like
portion.
that's cows that care
The
about
legs
being
will say something
grass-fed.
like, "I stepped in some poop.
Right. Be like, my life was so hard.
I got cut. Got in a
Right.
couple fights. I got
Right.
bruises."
It was too much. But yeah, they could tell you everything that they don't want us to know is really in their food. They would let us know.
So food's basically becoming a snitch on itself, on this company
On this company.
that's
Yep.
packaging and giving it to you.
Or not even more so snitching, just letting you know that, okay, well, I think I'm going to buy these brownies. And, like, well, are you trying to lose weight? We're not the best brownies for you because this is how much we're going to put into your body. But I have my diet, my sugar-free sister.
So basically, you're saying because all the food have your best interest at heart.
Right.
Every single food, even the ones that are made to just taste.
Yeah. If you want to take the bag of chips, you can have the Lay's potato chips. But the Lay's potato chips, if you ask them, they're going to tell you that, yo, my
But you
sweet
seem to be
potato
setting them up
chips.
as if they're constantly like, we really want you to be healthy, okay?
Right.
Don't pick me up. You were here last week, remember? You
Right.
got my brother. Don't do it again. I want you to love yourself.
Exactly.
Don't you dare take me home. Can they move? Can they walk?
It depends on their product.
Can a bag of chips move its little like
Yeah, little
corners?
legs, like,
I would
don't
love
know.
to see them run. No, you're not running.
Running through
see
the
them,
aisle?
see them running through the aisles. Don't you dare! Don't you put me in that basket? No, you won't. You will not take me home.
But like trying to jump out, like skydive. Yeah. So yeah, that would be people would be healthier.
Okay. my point. I do not think our list will be similar.
Oh, there's one. There's one. I would be so shocked if we don't have at least the same one.
Okay,
sure.
my first one is we would not eat real food anymore. We would make artificial food. If we're going with, let's make the fast set rule that any food that can talk and has feelings is either a vegetable or came from an animal. Because I can't, if tofu can talk, that's going to kill my point. So we would create artificial things for us to eat. This could also end up being healthier, I guess.
Possibly. Because it's just putting the nutrients
Yes.
straight into the...
Not straight into whatever
artificial
your artificial food.
Even though I feel like we have artificial food now, that's what those...
True, but think more tofu. No, that's not artificial. Is that artificial? I don't know what that is.
It's that. I mean, it's just...
Think more like astronaut food.
Okay.
Like that.
Okay. So we got tubes of goo.
Yeah. Tubes of goo stuff in plastic bags, whatever. We have that. This would eliminate grocery stores and restaurants. Cause who's gonna?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, we have to revamp our
Tubes of glue for restaurants?
That's the name.
No.
Tubes of glue.
Starbucks would take over the world with coffee, and they just put tubes of glue next to their coffee, like one or tube of glue.
Right. It'd be like tube tofu.
Tube cinnamon bun. Like, cinnamon tube.
Right.
Like that's what it would be next to
Like-
your coffee. That's what would happen. We would not have restaurants. You're not gonna pay a bunch of money to go eat paste at a restaurant on a plate.
I mean, you don't know how that paste tastes now. Don't knock it till
so
you
they added seasoning and stuff to the paste.
add little sprinkles of black pepper in there, get a little something, unless the black
Oh
pepper
my
can
gosh.
talk.
Have you? No,
Oh.
pepper it's not food.
Okay.
Ah!
What's happening? I'm falling.
My eyelashes just gone.
Oh, goodness.
But yeah, so restaurants would be gone.
Fast food chains.
Fast food chains would be gone. Unless, I guess,
Fast tube.
yeah, they're making fast tubes.
Fast tube.
Would Chick-fil-A still run the world?
I think Chick-fil-A would have the best tube out there. The best tube of goo ever. Yes. Now, that's something that all y'all should know about Chick-fil-A. Oh, except for unless they're up north. Even though up north is now starting to get onto Chick-fil-A.
New York is.
Yeah, New York.
Okay, well, fast food restaurants in a whole start selling tubes of whatever. Want a tube for breakfast? Got some tubes of biscuits? Got
Tube of grits.
everything.
Tube of grits.
Tube of grits sounds good.
Tube of bacon.
Tube of grits, tube bacon. Just everything's artificial taste, like how they make animals' food taste like.
I've never
whatever.
had animals' food.
No, you know how they put it on there like this tastes
Oh,
like
it tastes like
something
but we
for
don't
the
know. It may
animal.
actually really.
It may not. I don't think it actually tastes like that. I think they just try to make it smell like that, so we think it tastes like that. But I'm sure there's some people out there who've eaten animal
I know
food.
someone. The school that.
Oh, I thought you were about to call out this person's name. I was like, oh my gosh, right now?
Put them on blast.
Who will not be named.
But I don't remember. In case any of you guys, well, none of you know this. I don't think we said this in the beginning show, but me and David and I went to the same school
put that.
at one point.
It's on the Patreon, I think.
But we're telling them.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
The way you
Who
said,
reads now?
just the way you,
Who's gonna read
I
that?
hope they read and donate some.
At
Please no money. Please no money. Please no money figures. That's all I care about.
Just donate $10.
Yes.
Don't even read what the rewards are. But no,
You won't send them.
David and I went to the same school at one time, and we've known each other since.
See, some. I just felt like people would yell out, their schools.
Reverend Seafoam
Yeah,
too?
Seafoam.
No,
We don't have
they're
that.
not gonna
But
do that.
yeah,
No.
we don't have one of those. But
We're
go
not
ahead,
going to
I'm sorry.
disclose the school we went to because we're not going to do that. But when we went to that school, though, I think your class was outside playing PE or something, and one of the people I knew there, they ate a biscuit. A dog biscuit.
Thank you. I thought you just meant a biscuit. It's like, well, I've eaten one of those. I don't.
Right. I've
I
had a
feel
few
it's
in my lifetime.
I just ate some Sunday. Is this a bad thing? Biscuits are just looked at
But yeah,
for food?
like that was just their thing, eating dog biscuits. And
I know a guy that ate a worm at our school.
Ew.
Yeah. What's your next point?
My next point is it's an either or. Okay,
It's either or.
either or. Where you have kids, children, little infants. Okay,
Yes, kids.
would either eat more greens or not eat more greens, because you know, it would make it more entertaining for them to eat their greens. Because, like, let's say you
Because it's screaming.
No. We're thinking that the food, they have consented.
Oh, the food wants to be eaten.
Right, it wants to be eaten.
So it's like,
they signed their waiver form.
Oh, so instead of food sign. So instead of you saying, here comes the plane,
right?
The food's like, here I come,
right,
in your mouth, and the kids are like, oh,
yeah, they're like, oh, look at that, and, you know, little carrots would like get them and do a little, you know, little 2-step, you know, be like, let's do this, dip me in the ranch, let's go, let's do this in your mouth. But, you know, so, you know, they have, like, their peas, like, let's say it's, like, you know, peas, and then, like, the peas would start formulating, like, words and stuff on the plate.
So, for the goop, for the, like, the baby...
Mush,
does that have a mouth? That'd be really disturbing to see.
Right, I don't think...
Eat me.
It had to be... Yeah, no, that wouldn't be...
That wouldn't be fun at all. I get the carrots, I get the...
Yeah,
maybe
this is when they can actually eat solid food.
Oh,
yeah, anything
now...
mushed, it's dead. You know, it's gone. It's not coming back.
No,
it's
keep
dead.
talking.
No. They're just smushed. But with that is also the negative where they possibly would not because
they freak out.
Right. Some kids would get scared. They see their peas are like, let's go, you know, and they're like, choo-choo. They don't know what the heck to do with this. They're like, whoa, wait a second. I just upgraded from mushy food. I wasn't ready for all this.
You didn't tell me real food danced.
Right. Like, whoa, wait a second. You're talking to me? Like, what? And then, yeah. And then that's why babies would actually make such a mess and throw their food because they're scared.
It would make more sense. They're scared, so they're smacking
they're
it
just
out of the
smacking
way.
it anywhere. They're like, they don't want this.
I got you.
Yeah.
For some reason, that made me picture... Because you said they'd have consent. I was wondering if they didn't have consent, how that would sound in a kitchen. Would kitchens have to be soundproofed? Because it would just sound like screams, like murder at the back of the kitchen? Just constantly... like, whenever the server comes out of the kitchen... Save us!
You just see things like jump
in the window. Trying to jump in the window, smack. Please save us! And then we're outside. Right. So, did you see the quarterly reports? Like some random stuff.
Right. Be like, did you happen to catch the New York Times?
Yes.
Today? Like, did you hear Scream? No. This steak is sure yummy though. So yummy. Okay. And what's your point?
My next point is that hunting would be allowed year-round to cut down on the animal population. Because the population would get overrun because, for instance, there's a certain time of year where they allow people to kill certain type of hunting because the population is just ridiculous. So I think hunting would be year-round because, one, we're not eating them because we're scared that they're going to talk to us and we don't want them to talk to us. We're fearful of it because it creeps us out. No one wants to eat talking food. Except the crazy people who like their food to scream when they eat it. Or to cheer them on, whichever the food is down with. But it'll be a year-round thing. Anybody can hunt. Gun laws will probably be waived.
Because we're shooting at sausages?
No, we're shooting at animals before they become sausages.
So now what's going to happen with all the little fun facts? You just made me think of it. Because my question to you was going to be, what happens? So we're going around killing these excess, animals because of the food, and we don't want them to talk.
Yes.
So I was going to ask you, what do we do with said dead animals since we're not making it into food? And then I was going to ask you, in Alaska, do you know what people do with dead carcasses? Like, if let's say you hit a deer on the side of the road, what people do in Alaska with that?
Burn it?
No, they actually take it to a venue. They take it to like a deer cutting farm and donate the meat. And that way it can be cut into actually good deer meat. So it won't just sit there and rot.
Well, that becomes food, though.
I know, but I was just letting you know, fun fact about Alaska, okay? But, so what are you going to do with all these dead carcasses?
Burn them.
So we're gonna go zombify this thing.
No, they're not turning into zombies. Just
would that not be something?
That'd be weird.
Yeah.
But everyone has a gun, go around shooting. I'm sure that'll cause a lot more accidental murders. But you know what? I think it might get stress out for certain people. What if there is a purge, but you don't have the purge where they're killing people? Because the purge was basically the movie came from getting all your anger out and everything out on people. Now you can release it out on animals because it's allowed. So everyone just run around just There would be ranges where they line up animals instead of like.
Oh my goodness! This is I feel so bad for these animals. These poor innocent.
They're fine. There's so many of them. Like, you know how cows are sacred in India?
Yes. And
And-
elephants.
Yeah, okay. So they would stop traffic if a cow just slowly walks by.
Right.
I think they would be a little more lax. If they,
You think so? I don't know, because I've seen I don't think I'm going to run my car into a cow.
True. Well, they won't be lax, but they'll figure out some type of thing.
Right.
Because cows do eventually get hit. There are dead cows and stuff
Right,
like that.
eventually.
If no one's eating them, they're not getting killed by cars or whatever. They're just massively crowding the streets.
Right.
What you gonna do? So there would be instead of gun range, well, they'll be still called gun ranges, but now they just put animals instead of
As a target.
As the targets are being
Live animals.
Live.
You're a horrible person. He's horrible. No heart.
I did not have that as a point written down, but it like into my head. I'm like, you know what? Gun range.
Let's go with this.
Let's go with it.
Live targets.
And
Live animal targets. To be specific, live animal targets. Horrible person. Horrible.
I think it'd be taught in school as well.
To how to kill animals? I mean,
How
I
to
guess
shoot.
it
would
would
be
be a
free.
thing. It would be a part of the
thing.
curriculum.
It'd be part of the curriculum.
Or would it be extracurricular? Like, could you choose between that or PE?
No, and I think it'll become a career.
It is now a career.
No, but like a legit career.
So anyone,
Because people look down upon those kind of things, like, oh, you kill animals. Now people are more accepting. Oh, you kill animals? Okay.
That's what you do. Oh, okay. I
You're
would.
you're in a what? You're a animal assassin? Oh.
Right. What? Why would they be animal assassin? Are these animals evolving? Like, they're starting to go like, all right, kung fu time. Let's whoop this. Let's like, what? I can't.
What's your next point?
Okay, my next point, I like this one. There would be, now, okay, you got to listen to this.
Again, every time you set me up, just, ooh, I can't wait for you to get in court one day. Just, okay, Judge, you got to listen to this. Prepare yourself, Judge.
Right.
Okay.
There would be more murderers. Not murders. Well, yes, that too. But
If there are murderers, there has to be murders to go to them.
Yes.
Because if they never murdered anybody, it kind of makes them not murderers. It's like, I'm a murderer. How many people have you killed? None. Don't try me. I'm in training.
I can't. So yes, okay. So there will be more murders and murderers.
Yes, I got that part.
Okay.
Yes.
Because did you know
Oh, my. A fact.
a fact?
These facts.
East fact of the day. Did you know that there are between 44 to 52 murders a day in the United States? Why I say that? Because I feel like those. Okay.
I love the way you see, you set it up, and now you're trying to think it out so it makes
Well,
sense.
no, I think I got it thought out, but it sounds really morbid. Okay.
Go with it. Let's go. Other
Okay,
than
you
my live animal killings,
Let's do.
please go ahead.
It's okay. So this is what I'm thinking. I feel like I can understand different parts of a murderer's mind. Like there is a type of.
Should I be in this room with you? This is my live podcast. I love you, Mom and Dad.
You know, like there. Because I watched a documentary. That's why I kind of know. So I understand. You know, I'm a Virgo. So analytically is kind of the way I think with certain things. So I can.
I was about to say that
grasp.
means nothing to me because I don't keep up
Not
with
to
this.
you. I wasn't telling you. I
You're
was
talking to
telling
other
them.
Virgos or other
Yes,
people who keep
other
up
Virgos
with.
represent birthday. Yes. So I understand the mindset of a murderer. For ones that genuinely
Want to murder.
want to murder versus the ones that accidentally murder.
Oh, so
But-
you don't understand the accidental murder mindset.
No, because it was accidental.
Okay.
You know,
gotcha.
like kids that kill, you know, at a young age. Most, not, I won't say most, a good few of them are on accident. But that's another story for another documentary that I watched. Anyways, I did. It was
I don't know. Please.
So
Back
yeah,
to the
so I
point.
understand the mindset of a murderer, and it's about control for most of it. It's either about control or about recognition, weirdly enough. And with that control, you get a type of adrenaline rush to know that the way you're looking at me right now.
Because I'm trying to figure out, because you still haven't connected how this connects to food. So
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Yes, please circle
So,
around this
in a
bit.
murderer's mindset, like there's an adrenaline rush to take the life out of something.
I got that.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
you know what I mean? So imagine you have to be on something to listen to the pain and suffering of this sausage and bun, the hot dog that you are slowly biting into your mouth, and you purposely are taking your time.
But I feel like, but wouldn't you bite off the mouths first?
No, because you're a murderer. You
What if
wanna
they
hear their-
order, when you're ordering something, they say mouth or no mouth? In case you want to hear the screams or not. They're like, no mouth. Okay, here you go. Here's your hot dog.
Okay, that would make sense. But yeah, for these murders, so with now, why there would be more murders?
I was
okay.
about to say, I was about
Right.
to question that because I'm
Yeah.
saying, wouldn't there be less because people get all that rage out
Because
in the food?
now, because food has become, but see, that's the thing. Screams are screams, regardless of where they're coming from. As soon as your mind starts to get adapted to, oh, I can make this thing scream, do what it is I want, how I want.
So they're stepping it up.
So they're stepping it up a notch.
To
So
people.
now, right? So now that I've murdered steak and hot dogs and carrots, baby carrots. I've heard the screams of baby carrots.
I wake up with the screams of baby carrots every
Yes,
day.
I be ready to pop them in my mouth. Come here, take it, And then now killing an actual human is nothing. Like that's.
I don't know if it's nothing.
I mean, it's like, hey,
It's a lot more work for one thing. So.
is it? Is it really?
Then food? Yeah, food don't run.
I mean, just a gunshot. Get creative with it.
I don't think gunshots are creative. I think creative is like some Home Alone type stuff, and then they end up dead. That's creative. Not a gunshot. It's pretty easy.
Well, that's easy, but yeah, people would have less guilt over actually killing a human
Okay.
because they've done nothing but kill this food every day.
I don't know if I fully buy that jump, but I'll let you
it
have
starts slow. That's
Okay.
not what they talk about
So
with most
they move
murders.
into bigger food, and
Yeah.
then the biggest food is the animal. I mean, the
Like
person.
if you were to study, like let's say a psychopath, most psychopaths have started with killing small things before they
like a
actually
squirrel.
even as small as
Ants.
starting with they always had a fascination for killing bugs, and then it kind of grew bigger to a squirrel,
That's
to a dog,
sad.
and then they grow.
But you
yeah.
start with the ant. Haha, I got you.
Spider.
I do that accidentally
Yeah, no. That's my point. So there would
Okay.
be more murders.
because they're getting because the screams motivate them to hear
Actual screams.
to kill bigger game.
Right. Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay. My third point is that there would be food activists / food would fight to get their own rights.
So instead of PETA, it'd be FETA. F.
No, because it's still people. It's not food.
Wait, what does PETA stand for again?
I'm leaving that in.
What does PETA stand for?
People for the ethical treatment of animals.
Okay.
People for the ethical treatment of food. So
Okay. All right.
Pets.
Google a peth.
pet
Peth.
pet
Petov. 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 Or is it, do they say PETA? Yeah. Petov. I'm with it. Petov.
pet.
Yeah.
You can't say off. It's yes. So
Right.
would be a thing.
What would be a
That'd
thing?
be
You have to
true.
say it again. You have to say it again. What would be a thing? I'm sorry. Come a little closer.
It's like, hello, sir. Would you like to start a petition for? What was that? A petition for. It's a petition. Did you stutter? No, sir. My petition.
This is it. How do you spell that? It's PETF.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I think that
Yeah.
it's hard trying to explain. It sounds just so dumb. But there will be people that, like they do for animals, they stretch out to food as well. It'll probably be grouped in together, or it'll be under the same umbrella and they branch it out. So it's the same group of people, but now they have food as well as animals, because they're like, don't eat meat, those animals, we love them. Also, if you do kill them
This is
and
what-
you've gotten this far,
Right.
don't eat the food either, don't. So it's like we failed on the first front. Don't kill animals, don't kill cows. They kill that cow. Well, don't kill the steak that you're
that you did to kill the cow.
Don't kill the cow. Now don't eat the burger. Don't do it.
Don't eat the burger. You've already killed
So,
the cow.
and then after that, then, one of the food items will rise up one day, maybe in a restaurant, and says, you know what? I'm
Which
sick of
food
this.
item?
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah, who
That
would be
is
the
good.
leader? We got so many things. Let's keep it.
My mind straight goes
American.
to beef, like steak, because it's looked at as so like rare and not rare, but this thing that let me take you out for steak. It's like, ooh, okay, steak. Because anybody can get steak and it tastes good. It's the way, you know. So I'm gonna go with steak because it's a, you know, it's the muscle. It's the stand behind my steak power. It's one of those. Okay. But I thought if you wanted to heal, steak leader. Sound violent, but I thought for the first time I thought broccoli, something healthy, but people will look at it like you're a punk. I don't want. I'm not gonna follow some broccoli. Okay, I need a strong-willed food item to lead me to battle with people that eat us. Right. I don't need a piece of broccoli. Okay. So once they get a leader, gets a food leader, then that food leader will become like a young little Malcolm X or Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther King. The broccoli would be Martin Luther King, and the steak would be Malcolm X. They both died.
They're murdered by people eating them.
Yes, together.
on the same plate.
I got a little Martin, a little Malcolm X, and
okay.
Issues. Okay.
Yes, you do. But they would start asking for their own rights. You know, nobody can eat us. This day is sacred. It'll become a holiday, whatever the day is that they sign.
National
Don't Eat Food. Yes, don't eat food day.
On this day.
Yes, on
everyone.
No,
is
not
fasting.
on this day. Just don't eat. There's no national don't have slaves on this day. There's just always no slavery. Like, what are you talking?
I mean, technically, that's
it's not like they're gonna say we won a day. We get to live. Every other day you gotta hide. No.
Oh my goodness.
They passed the bill that you can't eat them. Period.
Oh, okay.
And then that day they celebrate, so it becomes like another holiday where there will be sales.
Oh, this is when they're independent.
Yes. You know, they're already independent, I guess.
Well, they're trying to become. Well, I don't know. That would work. I don't know.
I don't want to dive too deep in that because I feel like I would confuse myself. But they will get their own holiday when they get their rights of don't eat them, and there you go. That's where I'm gonna stop there. Okay, great. What's your next point?
My next point, kind of, it goes with yours. So now you're talking about food getting their own rights, right?
Yes.
Meaning that now they have to be held to the same standards of humans. Oh. So, right, okay. So
do they have a job?
Well, maybe. But see, this is the thing. Any crimes that food commits, murder is the ultimate punishment. It's the only punishment, actually.
I feel like
you have to be taken to a restaurant.
But then, so you're saying all the meat in restaurants, all the food in restaurants are convicted
of a crime.
So restaurants is the what's it called?
Restaurants are the jail.
Yeah, but you're about to get eaten. Restaurants are death row.
The death row.
There we go. So,
but see, now I bet you're wondering, well, why is there no in between? Because now we could
it's murder. I don't.
Well, no. We're any crime. If they stole a carrot, or
why
kidnapped
would an animal kidnap? Why would a food kidnap another food?
I don't know. Why would a human kidnap another human?
Touche.
These are answers we will never know.
You got me on that one. I'll retire now. You win the podcast.
Oh, so that's for.
Here's my first. When you said that murder or whatever it's crimes, my first thought was that they were already at a restaurant and someone who's about to eat them, they grab whatever it is. I always think meat. I'm always thinking steak for some reason.
That's funny because that's what I'm making right now.
Maybe that's why. But I'm thinking the steak reaches out with his steak arm, grabs the knife, and stabs the person who's about to eat him. And then and then it's like a revolution. And that's the start of it, where they're like, you got to tame this food because... This produce, whatever. Well, produce is just, it's not meat as well.
Oh, groceries.
Yeah. We got to tame these groceries. That day, where there was this big thing in a restaurant where all the food just fought back. They just attacked all the people, and there were a bunch of murders. Then the mayor comes out. We gotta handle this. We gotta put a stop to this. Then whatever president is in office at this time, they say we gotta stop this. We gotta make rules. You know what? But oh man, I just thought of something. Would they have to, because food can move? Would they have to lock them to the plate somehow?
Well, see, no. This is how it would work. Now that you're done elaborating on that
I know
part.
I did elaborate.
I was like,
I was thinking I'm elaborating a lot on her point. I'm
Right.
sorry. Continue.
but okay, so their crimes wouldn't be, see, us, if you steal something, it's not automatically death row, you know, or
Theirs
is, regardless of what they do. Any crime that food commits is death row. The reason why is because with food, if we were to lock them up, because we would have to store them somewhere, eventually all food goes bad. So then we're going to have a whole bunch of dead food bodies laying around.
I figure you put them in the freezer.
But I imagine how many freezers we would have to fill up. Just like our jails now are overpopulated, the food jails would be overpopulated.
Freezers.
The freezers.
Unless grocery stores are for murderers, are for food murderers.
No, grocery stores are for, if we did grocery stores, then those are the is it the less convicted, the least convicted?
Yeah, but they're about to get taken home and eaten anyway.
Oh no, it needs to be a quick, swift thing. So it has to be a restaurant. That night you're dying, you're going to be put on this plate and you're going to be eaten.
Yeah, but if there are grocery stores,
That gives them too much time.
No,
They can escape.
I'm saying that because you said we'd have too many freezers.
Right.
I'm saying that grocery stores
would be the jail cell?
Would be the jail cell, and now we won't have to worry about too many freezers because people are coming to buy these murderers that are food.
I don't like that. They need to be quick and swift. Like, they're going to, whatever crime they commit, we're going to have their trial.
I would be worried if you were a judge.
We need to have their trial.
You know what? You're convicted. It's like, how many days do I have left?
Tomorrow.
Today. You're going to die today.
I ain't got time.
What-
you know
what?
how many people I got in
It's like,
jail
you
right
know-
now?
You know how many I got to kill?
You're not necessary
You
to
are
life.
number 74 today.
Yes.
Hold up. They bumped you up. You got 4 hours. You are going down.
Go ahead and say your goodbyes.
It's like all I did was steal a car. You got to go down.
It's done. I'm sorry.
You'd be a scary
that,
judge.
That would be.
You would be entertaining for TV, though.
I can see that. A lot of people be guilty. Just be, guilty. I just looked at you. I know you're wrong. Get out. Next. I know. So that's it for my point. And yours is what, David?
My fourth point is that people would eat food raw.
Okay, explain.
Because, people would eat animals raw because they don't want to deal with them, talk to them. So
you're saying the only way
instead
they
of cooking
talk,
the fish, the only way they talk is if they're cooked or killed, and then, animals are cooked and killed and stuff like that. Animals aren't talking.
so they have to be
food is
cooked to talk.
Yes. So
Interesting.
unless it's like vegetables or something, they already talk.
Okay.
But people who just want meat, like they are just going to jump on a cow and just and jump on a bull and just
So we take the blood and everything.
everything.
Skin.
Everything.
This is
Because
nasty.
once you prepare it,
It talks.
it talks to you. You don't want it to talk, you got to hit straight.
So you just gotta say, you know what? F it.
Yes.
And I'm about to just go ham.
Yes. On this ham.
On this ham. On this pig. On
Yes,
this pig.
on this pig.
I'm gonna have to eat this pig's tushy.
Yeah.
You know,
Because I want some ham without it talking to me.
I'm not gonna lie. I think this has to be a pretty disgusting point of yours. Like, this is really nasty. Like, this is something else. I don't know. Do you know what's interesting? When people, I won't say when people, but from television and movies, okay, they make it seem like when you start eating actual human flesh, it really messes up your insides and you start become really shaky.
Oh, you think the same thing will happen with...
I'm thinking, would that happen with
Well, we already eat animals.
Exactly.
So I don't think...
But not raw.
True.
Not raw. You know?
True.
Right, unless sushi,
True,
does that
true.
really count, you know? Because,
Now
just think about it.
Now we're
Like,
getting into specifics. Because the way sushi just comes raw, that it's already going to talk, okay? Animals. Well, no. Sushi is fish.
right.
The fish won't talk. The sushi will talk to you. So you just eat the fish.
So the California roll,
You can't... That'll talk to you.
but not the fish.
Not the fish.
I'm not feeling this point.
It's prepared. It's food. You eat
So
it.
if the food is
Prepared.
pretty much well, see, then this takes away from your other point when you
They're
said
not
that-
connected, okay?
Okay,
I don't
you're not
connect points.
connected.
Not connecting points. It helps out my points.
Okay, so the only way that means that we would eventually become overrun with animals because we would be afraid to kill them.
Hence my murder section earlier. Come on, girl, keep up.
But you just said the points don't connect.
Don't matter. I'm on this point. The point is I'm on this point.
So, could you see yourself?
No,
Like-
I can't. I will become...
Before I even finish the thought.
I know. I will become a juicer.
Is that any better?
Here's the thing. I wouldn't juice it myself.
Oh,
I would
pay someone.
pay someone to juice it for me, not just drink them.
That's it. Those
Me
are your
and
meals.
Smoothie King,
We'll be right there.
we right there.
Like,
I'm keeping
you
them
got-
alive.
you got
I
that-
got my
you
proteins.
got the gold card.
I got my whatever type of muscle enhancements. Anything I need, bam, right there.
You'll be
Just-
CAA and all that stuff.
Yeah, I'll be great. You know what? Side point: everybody juices everything,
Everyone juices everything.
so we don't have to hear the scream. So you just get juices.
You would buy juices.
Yep.
And
Yep.
then imagine a juicery.
Yep.
Just people hanging, well, not people, carrots hanging and by the necks and stuff. So they're not.
I
they
feel like
don't
we're going
talk.
too deep. Can we go? We're going way too deep. What's your next point?
Well, let's just make sure we have clarity on your last point.
I don't want to. I feel like it's gonna. I feel like it's gonna poke holes. I don't want to poke more
No,
holes.
I just want to make sure we understand.
We're
So,
eating it raw. That's the point.
That's
Okay,
it.
we eat animals raw. That is it.
Animals are only able to talk if they're prepared.
Yes. So we're eating them raw. Can you please go to your next?
Oh, goodness. He's like, please, just let it die. Let it die, please. Okay. Okay.
Your last point.
My last point. Whew, okay.
You got to prepare for it. Woo! Here it comes. Woo! Here comes the baby.
Yes. My last point is that I believe that, of course, the people would hate to cook and eventually live off the land. And now when I say live off the land, I mean somehow, some way, they would make dirt feasible to consume. And tree bark would be...
So you mean live off nature.
Like,
not live
literally
off the, like
land.
literally live
Live
off
off the
land.
land.
Not live off the land, live off land.
land. Yes. They would, if it's dirt, rocks,
Gosh darn it, Jimmy ate the backyard last night.
you know,
You know
they
we
would-
can't consume grass though.
Why?
I don't know why.
What? I don't know
No,
why
I
they-
saw a thumbnail for SciShow, which is
Uh-huh.
a show on YouTube that
Uh-huh.
they just tell you different things. And one of them was we can't consume grass. Like we can't eat it. Our digestion system can't digest it.
Well, see, by this time, our bodies would have
Oh, so we'll
adapted.
train our bodies
Yes,
to
yeah.
digest.
After enough, of the throwing of the up and everything. After enough of that, I'm pretty sure our bodies would adapt and be like, "Oh, this is all I'm getting, huh? Okay," and deal with it. You know what I mean? So yes. Because people would hate cooking because they can't even, imagine. Could you imagine preparing a meal for your wife, and now you have to listen to this steak? Really, bruh? Really? You just gonna cut into me
I
like
think
that?
I go through that before eating dirt. I'm sorry. I just can't eat dirt.
You say that
Unless
you
there's like
murder.
sauces or something.
Until you have to cut into a potato. Hey man, you ain't gotta
Have
go.
you ever heard the screams of a potato? Pocahontas knows how they sound. Have you ever heard the potato cry?
to the stone
Blue corn move.
knife, to the blue corn knife, or ask the greening steak T-bone
Why he didn't?
why he dies.
I have nothing else to get to this point.
We're horrible.
Okay.
Okay, that's my point.
Okay, we're going to move into my last point. My last point is that food would become pets for some people.
Would you put them on leashes?
I don't think they leave the house. I think they're all house pets. Because they can't move as fast. So it's like, I come home and you're just in your cage. I don't know what I feed you. Other animals? Would that be cannibalism?
Like, what do I feed you?
Yeah, whatever snacks it is. But I
That's
think...
a good. What would a carrot eat? Broccoli.
No, I think it just eat leaves.
So lettuce.
Yes, leaves.
Like
Like actual leaves off a tree.
So
I think all of them would eat leaves.
leaves. Okay, because they're from the ground.
Yes.
And dirt. They
Yes.
have dirt.
We'll feed them dirt and leaves.
Yeah.
And nutrients. So we'll put little drops in their mouths.
Right. And
There
if
you go.
they're maybe
So if you want to
grounded
step up
rock.
to your child getting a dog, okay, you have to raise this carrot first, okay, and make it last. If you eat it, that's
Name
it, okay.
Johnny.
If you get hungry, we're gonna put you in the desert with your carrot, okay. If you
What? Why do we have to put them in the
because
desert?
we want you to have some willpower, okay. If you don't eat your pet, you can get a
How
dog.
long is this? A day?
I guess a day.
A
Yeah,
day. I think a day is enough.
If you
Enough
don't eat,
torture.
if you
I
don't
would
eat your
love to
pet
see that.
by the end of the day, which you get to pick the pet.
But you don't tell them how long they're out there, though.
No, you don't. No clocks,
Yeah,
no nothing.
No clocks on nothing.
Matter of fact, no, you give them a wristwatch that's broken. So it just doesn't move at all.
That would be a hilarious reality show. Be like, this is all you have left. You don't know how much time you have until we come and get you out of this wilderness desert area.
Yes.
If you eat the food, you die.
If you
I mean,
eat
no,
your pet-
you lose.
If you eat your pet,
You lose.
you lose. And you
That
don't
would be
you don't get a
hilarious.
dog.
That would be hilarious.
There you go. So people would just have them as pets, and then it'd be starters, little to get in a bigger pet. There
So
you
it go from a carrot to a potato.
No, I
to
feel like it'd be something. See, I thought you were gonna say cat, just because it's C. From a carrot to a cat. From what's something that starts with a D?
the Danish.
No, I meant. Oh, you mean like the food?
Yeah.
From a Danish to a Danish.
No, Danish to a dog.
No, Danish to a Danish dog.
Oh, there. Well, okay. We can
Danish
go
to a Danish.
There we go. What else you got? Rabbit. So radish.
Radish to a rabbit.
Yeah.
And then feed them that radish later on.
Oh my god.
They eat radishes.
So is the dog gonna eat the Danish?
No, I think that'd be bad for the dog.
Oh,
They don't
okay.
eat vegetables. I mean, the rabbits eat vegetables and stuff like that. so
Oh,
it makes
okay.
sense.
So the cat can eat the carrot.
I don't think cats eat carrots. I don't think you can think about it and make it a thing. Cats don't eat carrots, as far as I know. No, they don't. They eat litter. Kitty litter. No, they don't eat kitty
They
litter.
don't.
I mean,
What?
it's late.
Oh goodness.
Okay, so those are our points. Let's run down them real quick. Eve, go ahead.
Okay. First point: people would be healthier. Next point: kids would be able to get more entertained by their greens, or they would be scared and terrified by their greens.
Because they're dancing for them and stuff.
Exactly.
Well,
My
sometimes,
third
no.
point is that there would be more murders and murderers because once your brain adapts to the screams and terror that you would displace onto these animals, displace onto these vegetables and meat, produce, groceries, and all those assortments of food, it would be nothing for you to kill an actual human. My next point is food would be held accountable for their crimes
If they did commit a crime.
if they committed a crime, and it would be automatic death row, and they would be sent to the slaughterhouse, which would be the restaurant in which they would be slaughtered and eaten by humans.
Okay.
Was it too much?
You just thoroughly explained that one more than any other
Than
one.
any other one, because that was my favorite. That was my favorite.
The
one.
murdering part. Yes,
Yeah.
I got you.
And then my last point is that people would hate to cook and live off the land, literally.
Dirt.
Off of the dirt, the
And
rocks,
leaves.
the twigs.
You didn't say leaves. You said bark. You just said
I
dirt
said
and
bark, well, the trees.
You never said tree.
The same, all of that. All of
Okay.
that. You
You
know,
can boil
rocks,
it.
they
You
would
can boil
grind
it.
it up. It would be
No,
like...
that's not
It would
healthy
be
at all.
seasoning powder
That's
for
more.
the leaves.
That seems more like that's a cleanser for your body and will kill you
We would build up a tolerance.
to rocks. Okay.
Grounded up rocks.
Okay. My points were, number one, we would not eat food anymore. We would make artificial food like space people do.
Like tube goo.
Like space people do. Like
Astronauts.
those space people. Yeah, like astronauts. Number two, hunting would be allowed year-round in order to keep the population of animals down. My third one is there would be food activists / food would fight to get their own rights.
And they would be called pitif.
Piff.
Pitif. Like PETA, if you didn't get it.
Well, if you got this far, you've heard. I'm just
You
saying.
never know.
So someone just
Skip.
oh, what's this podcast? Skip to the end. What's this is a dumb podcast. I'm not listening to any more of this nonsense. My fourth point would be people would eat food raw, well, animals raw, so they wouldn't have to get to the food and hear them talking.
Now, when he means raw, he literally means
I mean
you see
raw.
a chicken,
I mean a chicken.
run by,
You know,
grab
right.
it,
And just
snap its neck,
bite
bite
into
into
it.
it.
That's it.
disgusting.
Okay.
Disgusting.
Can I get to my points, please?
Yes.
My last one was food will become like pets to some people. And that's the show.
That is the show. If you would like to follow us and engage in some more nonsense like we have this hour, you can follow myself, Eve, at Miss Lovely _Curves. Dear David, tell them where they can find you at, bruh.
Ew. It's a Christian on Twitter. Also, if you'd like to follow the show, you can follow us on Twitter at Real and Real Pod. If you'd like to listen to the show, you can find us on iTunes, YouTube, and Google Play Music at The Real and Real Pod. If you'd like to be a part of the show and support us, please go to patreon.com/realandrealpod.
Or share a video. You could do that too.
Also share a video.
Repost. Like some stuff.
Yes. Tell a friend, please. But if you like to donate as little as $1, you can go to patreon.com/realandrealpod. We really appreciate it. And that's the show, guys. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you.
We out.
I was gonna.
Oh, you was gonna say something?
I guess I would say like next Thursday. Tune in or whatever, new episodes every Thursday.
I was like, we out.